Hi there, my name is Dr. Riaz and I'm a psychiatrist and an empowerment coach in the state of New Jersey. I love to raise awareness of our emotional and mental well-being through my blog post, podcast, and this YouTube video channel. Are you a parent with a child under age 12 whose child is not vaccinated, or someone who still feels ambivalent to vaccinate their child against COVID? Well then, I can only imagine your state of mind having to send your child back to school in person this week. Being a mother of a high schooler who got vaccinated a few months ago and a middle schooler who just got his second shot, I can feel a huge sense of security, and my worries are almost negligent in having both of my children return to school in person. But now, with this Delta variant looming on our head, I can only imagine the level of anxiety that parents must be feeling. Remember that excitement we all parents used to feel around this time going back to school shopping with our kids? And now those trips have turned into stress and preoccupation with fears about the safety of our children. It's impossible to be present, to be calm, or even mindful while getting our children back to school. As a psychiatrist, I know that our anxieties are not always bad. Anxiety is a form of an alert mechanism. Our brains can go in a state of anxiety when we are dealing with uncertainty, unknown, or even a real or a perceived threat. Right now, this anxiety that many parents may be going through is a normal part of being a human. It's important for moms and dads out there to know that no, you're not losing your minds, even though it feels like that. If you're noticing this anxiety, this tension, this discomfort inside you, it's normal, because your brain is perceiving a threat that is real. And thank God that you're feeling anxious. That tells me that you are good parents, loving parents, caring and concerned parents, and your anxiety is genuine. I don't want to sound unempathic, because I know anxiety is not a comfortable feeling. This tightness, this being on an edge all the time, is not comfortable, not pleasing. It makes us annoyed and angry. It takes the pleasure out of all things in life. Basically, it's like this elephant sitting in the room who just does not seem to move from its spot and is occupying this entire home, making us feel suffocated and helpless. So I get it. What should and what can we parents do? Let's see if by trying these simple things we can fool our brains to go from this anxious state into a little more comfortable state. It could be more like figuring a problem, finding a solution. Consider it as a journey, a rough road that we all will have to cross to reach to the other side. Number 1, accepting that this feeling is a very normal feeling. There is a real threat that our brain is perceiving, and it's asking all of us to be cautious, to do something to keep our children safe, and that all is good. That's what we want our bodies to do. We want our bodies to work well, our brains to work well, and give us an alarm when there is a real threat. Now that our alarm system is activated, we will have to take steps to protect ourselves and our children so that our brains can feel validated and it feels reassured that, hey, we're listening to this feeling of anxiety and are actually taking steps to keep ourselves and our kids safe. That is all our brains are asking us to do when we feel anxious. And once we take all of those steps, our brain will slowly return back to its normal state. Number 2, take action. Vaccinate your child if your child is over the age 12, period. If you're not sure whether to vaccinate your child, then please talk to your child's pediatrician. Don't make a decision out of fear or ignorance, but out of scientific data, evidence, and facts. If your child is immunocompromised and under age 12, or due to some reason cannot be vaccinated, then please speak with your school authorities to advocate for your child to stay home and continue with virtual classes. Number 3, educate your child about coronavirus and the new Delta variant, how it's transmitted, what things can they do to protect themselves and their peers. I have put some links to some children's books which teach young children about the virus spread and what precautions to take without scaring them. Provide extra masks in their backpacks, prepare and in fact develop a habit of having your child use hand sanitizer, washing hands before eating, practicing maintaining 3 feet of distance from another child by some role playing at home. You can even make it sound like a fun video game, as if your child is the hero, the good guy, and the virus is the bad guy that they have to protect themselves from or even fight it like the characters in the video game. Tell them what a difference they will be making in their and other people's lives by ensuring that their and everyone else's safety by following all the safety precautions. Number 4. Remember, anxiety makes us feel as if we have lost control of ourselves in our lives that leads to even more anxiety. We can break the cycle by doing our best to stay in charge of the present moment, which is what we call it as being mindful. Remember, our children also can have their fears of their own, and they may not be able to express them. They're looking up to us parents to see how we will respond to these fears. If we let our anxiety take the front seat, our children get more anxious. It's important that we teach them that, hey, it's okay to feel anxious, and we can handle it through sticking with our routines and certain grounding techniques. The chances are that our children too will feel grounded and in charge of the present moment. One such thing that we can do is to take our child back to school shopping and have them be in charge of reading from the list, picking their own supplies, checking them out, organizing their backpacks, etc. All of this will give them some sense of control and make them responsible and excited to return back to school in person. And please don't worry if he or she makes a mistake or forgets an item. It's okay. We can always get it later. Number 5, anticipate ways that can improve your child's safety and reassurance at school. Plan to give your child a home lunch and encourage him or her not to share any food items with his friends or peers. Many schools offer a visit to school day before the start day. See if you can take your child to visit his new classroom, meet his or her new peers, and you can also get a chance to meet new parents. Talk to them and you'll be surprised that they too are going through same state of mind as you are. Sharing your feelings with other similar crowds will ease your anxiety and give you a feeling that you are not alone. That really helps calm our primitive mind, which is what can set our alarm system as well. Arrange a play date at a local park or your home with your child's peer or a friend. That will also ease both you and your child's anxiety. Number 6, there is no need to suffer in silence. If you cannot find parents going through similar emotions, then please talk to a friend or a supportive family member. And if you can't find one, then please talk to a counselor or a therapist. You can also talk to your child's teacher or school principal to get reassurance and to see what are the safety measures the school has in place and protocols for sickness, etc. I'm sure most of the schools must have sent you emails or spoken to you about what to expect and who to reach out to in case of questions or concerns. Number 7, use humor. Humor can melt anxiety like hot water melts ice. Make fun of your anxiety and joke with each other if you can. Number 8, maintain your daily routine to the best of your ability, as routines help us stay grounded and ease our anxieties. But don't forget to take a break from your daily routine to go out for a dinner or a cup of coffee with your spouse or friends. Exercise, meditate, listen to music, and use some breathing techniques to calm your anxious mind. Self-care is very important during such and other stressful times. Number 9, remind yourself as your child settles in the new routine, as days and weeks will go by, and you will see your child get adjusted to their school days and stay in good health, chances are your anxiety will become less and less, because your brain will no longer perceive it as a threat, and you will return to normal within few weeks. Number 10, and lastly, ask yourself, what's the worst thing that can happen? You know, as they say, hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. God forbid, in case your child catches COVID, the most likely scenario is that he or she will get a mild illness. Even with the Delta variant, reports are that only 1% of children will need admission to a hospital, which is pretty much same as that of flu. So the chances are that even if your child, God forbid, catches it, they'll be fine. But that does not mean that we're going to be relaxed about it. We still have to take all the strict precautions and maintain the safety of our children at every cost. And above all, please and please vaccinate your child if he or she is above age 12. We also hope that very soon we may have a vaccine for children younger than age 12. Up until then, I wish you all a very safe and hopefully a very successful back-to-school year. Please do not forget to subscribe to receive more helpful videos on our emotional well-being. Stay safe and take care.